I was telling Simon today about how Henry Cavill's a Warhammer nerd, and about how I'm like exactly the same. We're the same, you and me, as Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Like, if you put Henry Cavill into that red dwarf duplicator, and a pure good and a pure evil one comes out.
Tom and Ben pop out.
Tom and Ben are the two things that come out of that.
Yeah, but it's really hard to tell which one's which. That's the problem.
Almost impossible.
But then he agreed and said, yeah, you know what? If they were going to remake Captain America and cast Henry Cavill in it, I could play the pre-machine Captain America, and he can be like the after one.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I was like, yeah, let's do that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Like, hey, Doc, give me that juice.
I need that juice. The embiggening juice.
Yeah.
What have we got? What's new? What are we looking at?
What are we looking at? Shut up, not Tom and Ben. Like future nerds who know stuff a week before we do.
What the hell?
What the hell? So first up, big silly tank thing.
I kind of like it.
I kind of hate it. Do you know what I hate the most about it? It's meant to be like nearly a super heavy vehicle. It's got like, it's tougher than a Land Raider, and it's got bigger guns than like a Tau Hammerhead. But it looks like a sci-fi RV mobile home.
It does.
It's got like moon buggy vibes, and it doesn't feel very strong. It feels like a light transport. Do you know what I mean?
Like, it's pretty big. Like, it's a pretty chunky boy.
Yeah, but it's like...
It
doesn't look sturdy, you know?
Hey, look at all these big armor plates. Oh.
Yes, it's got like a roll cage.
That's for, like, bonking into rocks and shit.
It's on tyres.
Yeah, the tyres, they feel like they should be a bit more armoured or something.
And it looks like a Playmobil space wagon.
It does look a bit like a Playmobil space wagon. I can really imagine holding onto it and going...
Yeah, exactly, when I was
like
8.
Jenga blocks to be rubble and like... but yeah, I quite like it.
Fair enough. We disagree.
Like, I'd give it like a good, like, 6 out of 10.
I give it like a 3. Well, we can like different things, but friendship is over. I like Robot Friend Copilot.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's a cool guy. You just plug him right in. Apparently this gun, that looks just kind of like an autocannon, is the most powerful gun in the game.
Best thing in the world. Yeah, who would have thought?
Wow.
Exactly.
It's like stronger than a Tau railgun. It like ignores invulnerable saves and does a bajillion wounds. And if you roll a 6, all those wounds like spread over.
Yeah, because everyone goes in the line. And
straight through.
Old school bolt thrower style.
Hate that.
I'm... Like, you know, I'm not really going to come down too heavy on those those rules because it seems wacky. It sounds hilariously undercosted. But, you know, I don't want to be some kind of tinfoil hat wearing guy who's going to say that Games Workshop might have made this stuff really good, so everyone buys it. And that these might dominate the tournaments for a couple of months.
And then in 3 months' time, they nerf it back down again to the muck with everyone else.
I think they'll stay strong for a while because they want to get through Christmas.
Yeah.
People get...
You can't make a brand new faction and not make them the coolest thing.
They've got to be pretty good.
Got to be cooler than Space Marines for a little bit.
Yeah.
Everyone gets their 3-month window to be cooler than Space Marines. But then down you go after that.
Fuck you.
Someone in chat just pointed out, you got to love how the robot AI friends are equal, but almost all of them are carrying bags and doing jobs for the other people.
Yeah, although, like, if this was the other way round, I think you would say the exact same thing. If you're like, oh yeah, they're going to make the robot drive, and the other guy, he gets to sit there and not have to drive, you could say the same thing.
That's a good point.
I think they could honestly be interchangeable positions. Like, I love the robots. I think they are very cool. And
I like the robots. I want to have a robot character
yeah, that'd be cool.
with his retinue of pleb dwarves following him around.
But I think like if you put the I'm sure you could just have one of these guys and just put the little robot head on it and just say he's...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you could easily make like a push mold or a 3D print of this head and just have your whole army of Robo Boys if you wanted.
And just a couple of peoples.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I like it.
I like that. This guy I actually really like.
This guy's fucking rad.
He's a cool guy in a trench coat with pockets and robot friends.
Yeah, I really like these guys. There's something about like robots wearing like clothes or things like that. That I always like that aesthetic. They don't really need those.
Yeah.
He could have just a more mechanical just tool rack, but wearing an apron, I think is really really nice design.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Ace, and I think this guy looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
League of Votan. They all have cool coats. That's one of their.
Well, not all of them. That's the thing. Anyone in big heavy armor doesn't get a coat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the ones that do have coats generally pretty cool.
I like this guy. It's like tug on my rope.
Pull the rope. As you go to clip onto something, it's just like, pull it tight.
Yeah, affixed securely.
He's great.
Stop making this weird, Robo Friend.
Robo Friend, please. But yeah, I think they're cool. That's a cool little set.
And you got this guy.
I quite like him. I didn't the first moment I saw him. I just thought if you snipped that bit off, you could have told me that this was a Lord of the Rings. Like one of the characters from there, Grongol the Seer, and bam, he's just one of the...
Has he got magic rock powers? Can he make Kragnos rocks appear?
Yeah, I think so. Tactical rocks wherever you need them.
Most important skill.
He actually is like a godlike character. This guy.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm not sure if you read the lore about him.
No, I haven't.
Basically, he appears in front of people, any race.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime someone stood a bit awkwardly, he's like, "Do you need a little tactical rock?" And they're like, "Yeah, boop." And then he disappears.
Yeah.
He's the guy who...
He finds leaders who don't have quite enough authority among their men.
And so
he's like...
does that.
Wow, he's been busy the last couple of years.
Yeah, and he can go into Age of Sigmar as well.
Ooh, he's a realm strider.
Yeah. So that's what he... That's what he does.
Wow, and he doesn't even take the credit, because everyone calls them Kragnos rocks.
Yeah.
Very humble.
Really humble. Maybe he's an MC of Kragnos or something. But yeah.
Have you seen Ninja Turtles reimagining?
Oh, yeah, I did see that. That was fucking jokes.
Let's have a look for
I
that.
think
amazing.
Is
oh, it does look like the turtle wagon. Fuck. Shredder, perfect. Not Shredder, Splinter, sorry. Oh my god.
But yeah, it...
Oh, no, I already thought it looked like a toy and couldn't take it seriously, and this has just cemented it.
Really...
Holy shit. If they released a blimp...
It'd be so good. Yeah.
Wow.
There's some designer at Games Workshop who saw this and is just like...
Fuck! I didn't know!
Fuck me. I spent so much time on this. This was my pet project, and now everyone is going to make
Yeah, there's not much I can say at this point, is there?
Yeah.
I like how the Berserkers are all done up like Casey Jones, hockey warriors.
Yeah, they're cool.
They're fun too.